Alright collectors, this is Optical 20 once again for another Hot Toys video review. This time it's the Avengers Age of Ultron for Captain America, and finally we have a figure from that movie. You know, I've been waiting for this for quite some time now. When they announced, or when I saw the the preview, I really liked the figure. So I told myself I'm gonna pick one up, and this would be my my go-to Captain America. I'm not gonna sell this, and until I see a better one, maybe in the I don't know, in the next movie, but I doubt it. This is pretty cool looking figure, and with the box, if you have collected Hot Toys from the first Avengers, you know that they kind of follow a pattern, like a uniform pattern on their boxes. It's no different than on this movie. If you've seen some of the previews, let's say other videos, they pretty much follow this big A with this kind of crazy color pattern. But it's pretty cool. I do like it. I actually liked it more than the previous Avengers packaging. And this is him. Just a normal, I wouldn't say it's a shoebox type of style, but it has this plastic window. He comes with decent accessories, as you can see there. Fresh out the box. There's the shield. Like I said, following the pattern. If you remember from the previous one, they have this little logos on the side, and this is the first figure that I've seen so far. I know Mark 43 is out on some countries, especially in Hong Kong. So if you've seen the videos, I'm pretty sure they follow, those little symbols right there. Pretty cool. I know in Captain America, it's kind of like his arc reactor. It says on the side Captain America, and a nice font right there. And let's jump into the accessories. He does come with a bunch of hands, as you would expect from Captain America. Pretty cool looking gloves. There's a lot of details. It's brown with that. And this is how you know where it's not the magnetized, because as you know, he has a magnetized hand to attach his shield. You see that little black thing right there? That's the difference. So that is the shield holding hand, when he kind of grasps it. This, I believe, is the like the helmet holding hand. And look at this. This is plain. It doesn't have any of those black kind of things in his gloves. This is, I guess, one of the it's kind of deep, so you gotta really push it in there if you want to make sure that it's inserted in the peg. But yeah, that's one, I guess one way to know that is the magnetized hand. So yeah, it doesn't have that black clip. So you can see it comes with fisted hands. It comes with the empty helmet, something that you've seen in the strike suit if you've watched my videos or some previews. Pretty cool. I like the fact that they did included this. And for the price, I was surprised, because this is pretty much the same price as the strike suit version, but it's a lot better than the strike suit version of this Captain America. So you can see there's it's pretty consistent with the helmet that he's wearing. I kind of noticed all the scratches and the battle damage in the helmet. Pretty consistent, like I said, with the head sculpt that he comes with. And yeah, this is a pretty new addition. I like this. Not the fact that it's die cast, because we've seen this before on the strike suit version, which is still pretty cool. Still pretty new technology from Hot Toys. But the shield, as you can see, it retracts, and it doesn't come with that normal strap that you would see from previous Captain America versions. What does come with is a magnetized version. So I guess they made a good use of it being a die cast and putting magnets on the hand and on his forearm, as you would see earlier on. I would show you that. And it comes with this nice plastic thingy. So at first, stuffs like this I don't even take out of the box, but it is really useful, especially when you switch heads. So you gotta push those fabric on his neck area. And this is his stand. I don't know, for some reason Hot Toys has a fascination with this kind of stand, like a I don't know. It's not really the normal stand, but it's not really, I would say, a diorama stand. Looks pretty nice though, but it takes a lot of space. It's pretty similar similar to the design and the overall look to the Guardians of the Galaxy. You can kind of attach them together because of those, those corners and whatnot. It says Avengers Captain America. It's nice, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. I'd rather have, like this, or at least include an oval base, just a normal one. And now let's jump into the figure itself. As you can see on his boots, there's some nice battle damage in there. It's a two-part boot, so the ankle can move freely. You can see there's some green moss in there. Maybe he stepped on a fresh cut grass. That's what happens to my shoes every time I cut my lawn. So it's you can lift it up. I like the fact that they're doing this now, unlike those solid boots made out of rubber, because you kind of limit the articulation that way. His jumpsuit or his suit, I would say it's pretty similar to the strike suit, which it is. The strike suit, it's a combination of the strike suit and the Golden Age cap, if you've noticed. So I like the because I do like the overall look of the strike suit. It looks, he looks big and pretty intimidating. But what I didn't like was the fact that it doesn't really represent, the red, white, and blue, which is Captain America, what we all know him for. So in this suit, you kind of get the best of both worlds. So you get the bulkiness of the strike suit, yet you also get the same, the classic look or the classic colors of Captain America. And on his boots, you can see there's a lot of battle damage, and there's some splatter of dirt and whatnot. See, it's a separate boot. I'm not even gonna separate them right now, but you get the idea. Pretty nice looking boot, so you can do some articulation there. His pants is tucked in. My pants, the one that I got, it's okay. The problem that I do have is on his right leg, and I'm not sure if I'm the only one who's having trouble with it, is the knee pads doesn't really align to the knee. It keeps on going to the side, so now it kind of looks awkward. But it's okay. See, overall, pretty nice figures. You can see his chest is a little puffed out now. I know that's one of the concerns, or concerns, like I said, from the strike suit, that he doesn't look buff. And Chris Evans is a big guy. He works out a lot, and so. But on the strike suit, for some reason, his pecs is kind of lacking. You won't find the same area in here. He got the V shape, in my opinion, on his back. His shoulders are up there. I would say this is a really, really good representation of Chris Evans from the movie, and as close as accurate as you could be. See, I would say they used the same fabric. I don't know if they used the fat suit. I've seen it before on the strike suit where they included fat suit inside. I'm not the one who would take out a figure just to know or to modify them. I don't do those kind of stuff. I try to make them as not try to, but I do not do any modifications in my figures whatsoever. Not that I'm opposed to that. I'm just scared that I'm gonna mess it up. But overall, as you can see, there's a lot of bits and pieces, and you can also remove the belt. He also has that pretty cool shield thingy on his back. So yeah, overall I would say the suit is an improvement from the strike suit and the other suits. Let's move on to the head sculpt. This is the Steve Rogers head sculpt, and like I said, it's pretty cool that they included this head sculpt. I wasn't expecting this at all. I'm grateful that they did, because for only $5 more, from the strike suit, which this guy comes with so much more than the strike suit version. The head sculpt itself is, I'm pretty sure it's worth $5 from Hot Toys, and then you included the empty helmet, so it's and the nice base. It's a steal. I don't know if they included more blonde on his hair. It feels like it. It does feel, I don't have it anymore. My buddy Frank bought it, but he does have the 2-pack, and I'm pretty sure it's the same sculpt as the 2-pack, but I don't know, it looks like his eye is looking towards, the left for some reason. I don't know if it's just me or he is really looking towards left. But regardless, overall, I think it's a pretty strong head sculpt. this pretty much the same as the Steve Rogers head sculpt that we've seen on the 2-pack version, which is I'm not complaining at all. And as far as the helmeted sculpt, you can't go wrong either. So you can see here, I'm just gonna try to see, it's pretty consistent, and you can really see Evans on this sculpt. Hot Toys have really come a long way from their first Avengers sculpt, which doesn't kind of look like him, to here. If you've seen some of my past videos, I pretty much owned every Captain America outside of the Golden Age, because I think I just didn't like the head sculpt of the Golden Age, and that wasn't released too long ago either. So I don't know what happened there, but this one is I would say a home run, and I wouldn't praise it too much because I would say it's the same sculpt as the strike suit version, which is not bad himself. You know, the ears sticking out. So if you've noticed, if you have the figure, if you kind of put them together like the empty helmet, you would see all the consistency as far as, you know, the scratches and everything. So that's pretty cool. I like that. And on the back, it's a one-piece head sculpt with the neck and the neck peg, so you don't see any joints whatsoever. And I love that. I love when Hot Toys do that. I hate seeing those kind of like the jawline and the neck where it connects. I know it offers more range, but I don't know. See here, I just turned off the lights so you can see the texture of the skin, because when it's on, you know, it looks too bright. But it's the best head sculpt right now as far as Captain America is concerned. As Chris Evans is concerned, this is the best that you would get. So yeah, if you're an avid Captain America collector, this is a must-have. You don't need to watch my video. And if you don't have any Captain America yet, this is a good start to begin. You know, like I've said, I've held every Captain America Hot Toys, and I would say that by far this is the best one. Articulation wise, one of the weak points of the strike suit is that you can't even do this on the strike suit. He's having a hard time. It goes down by itself. But this guy, you know, you can, it's still hindered. It's not as articulated as I wanted it to be, but you can only ask so much for a figure with this bulky, you know, with this many, you know, this articulated suit, and this I would say there's a lot of things going on. You need to pad him up to make him look big, so you're gonna sacrifice some of those for the look. The good thing is I mean, yes, you're lacking some articulation, but as you can see now, his elbows is bending perfectly. You can't even do this on the strike suit. So I don't know if they removed the fat suit or they cut it off on the elbows, but it's amazing. Let me tell you that. His leg, I've never had any problems with a strike suit either. So you can bend the leg. You know, it's a double jointed knee. But as far as his elbows and arms are concerned, I'm pretty impressed. You know, you can lift this up. This is one thing that you can't do before in the strike suit, which kind of frustrates me. You know what? Down the line, I might still get it because it looks good even standing up. But this guy has this. I don't know. It does look good in every pose that you put him in, even just standing. You know, up and down. You know, like this pose right here. He does have that superhero look. I guess it's the body type. I don't know. The chest is puffing out and shoulders are big. It's nice, and sorry. You can see there the new technology what they incorporated with the shield. You can just snap it on and off. You know, I love it, and it doesn't fall off. The magnet is strong enough that even though he's, you know, spinning around, as you can see with my turntable, it doesn't fall off. You know, I think you can even maybe not wiggle him around or shake him off, but it's pretty strong, so you don't have to worry about it like falling off. And the shield is kind of heavy because it's made out of die cast. And as we go to another pose, you can, because the magnet is not sure which one is the magnet, the one in the shield or the one in the body. But yeah, you can kind of pull it up, so you can see the hand too. It can extend upwards, so you can actually, you know, I didn't fix it too much, but you can actually replicate the pose that they have on the Hot Toys or Sideshow sites where he's kind of reaching for his shield. I know on the strike suit, I'm having a bit of difficulty with that, and I'm sure I'm not by myself because of the restrictions as far as, you know, articulation is concerned. But with this guy, with a little bit of futzing, you know, you can go around with it. And this is just a simple pose. You know, you can have him holding the shield. You know what, with the hand, he has a hand, it's kind of like an open palm but kind of gripping hand for the shield, so you can see there. But I didn't really included the handle. You don't really have to, because the magnet is strong enough on his forearm and on his hand to hold the shield. But I guess it would look a little bit better. It's just that I can't find the right position. Maybe when I play around with it more, you know, I'll figure it out. But like I said, as you can see, he's not even holding anything, you know. The magnet's such a great idea, and I'm so glad that Hot Toys figured that out, that it just stays in place even though he's not gripping it. So you're less prone to having, you know, like paint transfers, because that happens to me, especially on my my other figures where I'm make them hold something like a sword or so, and then I pull it out and then the paint, you know, just rubs off. So with that being said, this is a great figure. Even if you're not a big Captain America fan, you know, if you are collecting the Avengers, I would say this is the figure to have. If you are collecting Captain America, like my buddy Frank, you know, I don't even need to tell him, he's gonna buy this one out. But even if you're not, it's a great figure. It's a tremendous figure. It's actually not that pricey. It's only $5 more than the strike suit version. So I would definitely, this is a must-have. I highly recommend this figure at all. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. So if you're not subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe, share the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Probably gonna be Raccoon and Groot. So